There's the flag of Chicago. Now, this is entitled Dear Idiots. I actually began the first attempt saying this has nothing to do with religion, it's only about culture, but that is a silly modern Western thing to say, and it's just beyond ridiculous. Religion absolutely has to do with culture and history. And this is for the idiots out there that have no clue about the past. This will help you understand history very much. Now, we have images like this, like these things. Psilocybin mushrooms. What do we make of these? Well, one, they're anomalies. They're weird. So how do we interpret those? We don't really know. We have this other bulk of icons. Should we interpret the hundreds of thousands of icons over the last 2,000 years through very obscure icons from a few different manuscripts in North Central Europe? Or should we look at all the icons for the last 2,000 years that spring from India to Ireland, Ethiopia to Russia? And the sad thing is, most Western Christians and atheists, Westerners in general, have no clue that Ethiopia wasn't missionized. Ethiopia was Christian by the first century, and so was India. Now, what also is not realized is that icons are written and they are read, unlike in the West. Why does John the Baptist have wings? Why do angels have wings? Well, angel means messenger, and John the Baptist was a prophet. And Hermes, the Roman god of, or Mercury, the Roman god of, messengers, he was the messenger god. So to depict a messenger, whether it be a prophet or an angel, they put wings on him. That's how it stuck. There are creatures in the Bible called seraphim and cherubim which have wings, but they're not what we think of as angels. See this guy holding a cross? You know what I know about him? He died a martyr. The inverted colors on the Virgin Mary and Jesus, because one is clothed with humanity, or clothed with divinity, a human clothed in divinity. The other one is a divine person clothed with humanity. That's why the colors are always inverted. What about this? Well, this you can tell his whole life story. That stole means something. You tell a lot from this one. What about this this fountain? Is this some type of mushroom thing? Well, no, this is an actual fountain that the Emperor Leo III commissioned. Here it is again, stylized. You know who else had iconography? Aztecs, and every other group of people. Basically every other religion that wasn't iconoclastic, like the Muslims and the Jews, and even the iconography of the Shia Muslims, where the face of the prophet was covered over with a sheet or on fire. They had their own iconography, and these can be read. Why is his hand covered? That denotes something. Him holding a book, that denotes something as well. The way the fingers are positioned, that denotes something. Iahon. And halos, it was just a circle of light, which is just like the infinite light emanating from God, like the head, like Moses' head shone, or on the Holy Transfiguration, but it was limited, just as a signal, so it was just round. And the West didn't understand this, so they tried to make it three-dimensional, so they became plates, and then they became little rings that were around the head. No, it means unending light. Where's another example of ridiculousness? Oh, I don't have an example of the uncreated light, but the uncreated light, you'll see a picture of the Holy Transfiguration, and behind Christ, you'll see this blackness, or very dark blue behind him. Seems to be shining out. Well, what is that? Oh, here it is. Well, here's an example of it. This corner, why is it black? Well, it's not. It's light, but it's uncreated light. So how can you depict the uncreated? The Father was uncreated. The Logos is uncreated. The Holy Spirit's uncreated. You cannot depict those things. Why can we depict Jesus? Well, because he came into creation. He was born. And people look at ancient iconography and they look at it in ignorance and they try to figure things out for themselves. Now, is this George? Yeah, it's St. George. You know how I know? He's got a white horse. If he had a red horse, he would be, and all the Orthodox know the answer to that. Again, cross cultures, we can tell. Who's that? That's St. George. Why? He's a soldier on a white horse slaying a dragon. John the Baptist, because he has wings, he has a severed head, and he's holding a child. Well, he doesn't even have severed head here. But he actually has the same facial features as Elijah, because he's Elijah come back from the dead. But fools who cannot read, the Orthodox can read. Fools who can't read icons make out what they will, and they have no clue. Just like an ancient Aztec or Maya could look at this and know exactly what it means. In fact, he could look at a wall full of what we would think of as art. And to him, it tells a complete story, clearly, with very little interpretation. That's why when writing an icon, being creative is a terrible thing, because you're conveying information that is being passed down. That icon that you're copying down may have been written 1,300 years ago. If you get creative with it, you're going to change the wording. All right, peace to you.